Okay, so I have been looking for some apps to use for my screencast assignment, and there aren't really a lot of apps for higher level math, but this is one of the best ones I've found that would definitely be useful if, let's say, the school were to have a snow day, especially if you're in an AP class. I came across this problem in my AP class where we had so many snow days that it was hard to get all the information in. So I'm just going to look at a couple of these and go through. So let's say we were doing something on Introduction to Calculus. So I'll click here. It would give me a brief history, and this would just be something easy for students to do. Whenever there's a snow day and we're missing a full day of instruction. So, and it also has some interesting facts about it, early application of calculus, and some different ways that it's been used. Also gives some good definitions. So we go back up, and let's say I want to go to differentiation introduction. So I can start with limits and differentiation, which limits are the foundation. We really don't want to miss this. Or this could even be used as just some extra stuff. Or let's see. So I like this because it has examples, and then it would say the limit as t approaches 10 of the expression p equals 3t plus 7. So this is just an example, and you would think about that maybe on your own, draw a graph of this, and then you could get your own answer. I don't have a piece of paper in front of me, so let me think about this for a second. If you put 10 in there, it'd be 30 plus 7. So it should be 37 if we looked at that. So the limit as t approaches 10 should equal 37. So let's look at the answer. Yep, and that is right, 37. And I like that it goes through and explains why it's correct. I really enjoy that, and I think that's important whenever you are doing just some practice work on your own. This will definitely help the students that need to know, or if they didn't even want to get the answer and just wanted to see how it was done, this is also a really good source. All right, so it goes through some other examples. This one's a little more challenging. We knew that x cannot equal 3 in the following expression because we cannot have a denominator equal to 0. What is the value of the function as x approaches 3? So from this, you'd have to look at just the top and see what's going on there. And this would explain it. I haven't done this in a while, so here we go. So you'd have to do some charts and see where exactly it's going. I don't know if everybody knows what limits are, but it's basically what it looks like. There's a definition. Okay. It's basically what it is at that value, or what it would be at the value if it's supposed to equal 0. Okay. And then it has all these examples. It also shows you, oh, it has a joke in there. That's funny. After explaining to a student about limits. That's pretty funny. Yep. Okay. So far, I really like this site, but it doesn't only have to be used for a higher level. It can also be used for just algebra. So if we come over here, let's see, let me pick a fun one. Polynomial equations, let's go there. So we have done recently. Okay, so if we go over here, it gives you a nice little layout of how you can go back learning this. Let's see. All right. And differential equations, I think, are very difficult, or sorry, not differential, different class. Okay, polynomial equations are definitely difficult to understand. Okay. Let's just go up here to the first one. Let's see. Here's some examples. Roots of the equation tells you, all right, find the roots of an equation, for example. Means to find values of x which make the equation true. We'll find those roots using a computer algebra system. let's see. Let me think about what this would be. Oh, wait, computer algebra system. All right. Okay. It's like that is what it would be. They basically try to figure out where x, what x would be when y is 0. So that is a very difficult graph. You also have to remember where it goes up whenever it's negative, positive, negative, positive. Okay. So that's a good example. Okay. And also have some articles, which I think are interesting. It would be good to have students do some, they could easily do some different projects with these. If they each picked an article, that would be good. Just something that interests them. It doesn't have to be really difficult level of math, but it can get them interested. Okay. Let's go back to the home. So altogether, I think that this site is definitely a good site or a good research for a good tool for teachers. Sorry, I cannot talk today. Good tool for teachers whenever there may be a snow day or you want to do some projects and you have the use of computers. I think this could definitely help students, with their homework. If they had questions, they can easily come here and find an example similar to what they have and work it through that way, and then maybe be able to apply what they learned from that to a homework problem. This has anywhere from algebra through imaginary numbers, which are definitely interesting, and to higher level calculus through differential equations, infinite series expansion, which are terrible, Fourier series, and Laplace transformations. So this site definitely has so many things that would be useful. I definitely thought about this because of the snow days that I faced whenever I was in an AP calculus class, and I didn't feel like we got to everything while since we had those snow days. It was definitely made it difficult to understand some of the Calc 2 parts of that course. And this would just be a really easy tool, easy way to give students some just some things to look at and some extra help. Okay. Giving them some responsibility on this.